Hello friends, today we are going to discuss three important aspects of operational amplifier, that is operational amplifier working as a comparator, operational amplifier as a zero crossing detector, operational amplifier as a Schmitt trigger. So in each case we are having both non-inverting type and inverting type. So before getting into each one particularly, few basic things we need to recall, like what we studied earlier was in open loop mode, that means without any feedback op-amp in open loop mode, that means op-amp's output is not connected to the input. In this case, the open loop gain of the op-amp is very high. AOL is open loop gain of the op-amp is very high. So because of this, what happened, if you remember, you cannot control the output voltage, only you can get whatever output voltage is present. So in other words, you can say that in this state, that is in open loop mode, you will get only two output states, that is either high or low. If it is high, it will be plus V saturation. It will be, if it is low, means it will be minus V saturation. There is no in between. These are like digital outputs, high and low. So in this case, what happens? Imagine you are giving the input, but at a particular point the output is going to be high, or at a particular point the output is getting low. Output is not varying according to the input linearly. So if you are using your op-amp for those applications which requires the linear variation of output, means output should vary according to the input. That means if you increase the output, if you increase the input or decrease the input, according to that output should vary, means the output is linear with respect to input. So you cannot use op-amp in open loop mode for linear applications. So there are some of the non-linear applications like comparator, zero crossing detector and Schmitt trigger, where you can use the op-amp in open loop mode. So therefore we are going to discuss these 3 points here. That means, of course, we are using the op-amp in open loop mode only where your gain is very high. You will understand each in detail once we get into the topics. So we will start now. We will start first comparator. As you can see, I have defined the comparator. Comparator is a circuit which compares a signal voltage applied at one input of an op-amp with a known reference voltage at the other input and produces either a high or a low output voltage depending on which input is higher. That means what? You all know that there are two inputs to the op-amp. One is positive and one more is negative, right? One output of the op-amp, and there are two more points in the op-amp where you can give voltages, one plus VCC, one minus VEE. This is the general diagram which we know about the op-amp. Now here you can give two inputs, right? You can give two inputs to the op-amp. You can say one as the V input, that is signal input, one more signal as the reference input. So now what op-amp your op-amp is doing, it is comparing both the given inputs, right? If V input is greater than V reference, then based on whether your op-amp is connected in inverting mode or non-inverting mode, it will give you result high or low. Fine. Now you can simply define op amp as a op amp used as a comparator, or a comparator as a comparator will take two inputs and gives the output either in high or low based on whichever input is higher. So now you can discuss this in detail by taking one by one. You can see here basic non-inverting amplifier. Here I have defined it. See, what you are studying? Basic non-inverting comparator, right? So here this is the diagram of that basic non-inverting comparator. You can see on the left hand side there are two inputs. For one input you have given reference voltage V reference is equal to 0, and for the positive terminal you have given input voltage V input. Fine. As you have given your input to the positive terminal, it has become non-inverting comparator. If you give your input to the negative terminal, it will become inverting comparator. Now we will discuss this in detail. Now what is the theory of a comparator? Comparator will compare V input with V reference voltage. If V input is greater than V reference voltage, output is plus V saturation. If V input is less than V reference voltage, output is minus V saturation. Okay. Now according to this, in basic mode of operation, we have considered op amp's reference voltage as 0. That means if your input voltage is plus 1 volt also, the output will be plus V saturation. If your input is minus 1 volt also, the output will be minus V saturation, like that. So if you write it mathematically, here on this side I have written, you can see, as V reference voltage is equal to 0, then if V input is positive means 0.1 volt also positive, 0.2 volt, 1 volt, 2 volt, 3 volt, all positive values. Output will be V naught equals to V saturation, which will be nearly equal to the VCC which we have given, supply voltage. Fine. Similarly, if V input is negative, that means what? Minus 1 volt, minus 2 volt, like that. Less than 0, because V reference is 0. V input will be compared with V reference voltage. In that case, V naught will be minus V saturation, which will be nearly equal to this. This is nearly equal to minus VEE. Okay, now you see there is a waveform diagram. I will make it clear. Okay, on the left hand side you can see V reference is equal to 0 volt, and you have taken a sine wave. Sine wave is your input wave. Okay, the square wave generated is your output wave, that is V naught. Now observe what is happening in this diagram. As soon as your input voltage V input is more than 0, you are getting a output which is plus V saturation, right? This plus V saturation is there till this V input comes to 0 again. Once it becomes negative, you have got minus V saturation, right? You can see. Similarly, once it rises from 0 to positive side, again it becomes plus. So like this, you will get a perfect square wave in the basic non-inverting comparator with reference voltage as 0. Now, I hope you have got these few points. We will go deeper still. Now, I have marked it as consequences. You can see. In simple words, I am trying to tell you, because of this, what are the outcomes? Now see, the op amp can be used as a comparator only in open loop mode. You cannot connect the op amp's output to the feedback input. That means you cannot use the op amp as a comparator in closed loop mode. So now in the open loop mode, what is the problem? The gain is very high. Okay, so now if the gain is very high, if V reference you kept 0 volt, that means for a very small voltage also your output changes. Try to understand this. If you have kept V reference is equal to 0, because the gain is very high, if small 0.1 volt also, either positive or negative, in micro or milli also, your output changes from V saturation 0 to V saturation or V saturation to minus V saturation. Now the question is, this small voltage may be of a noise, may be of any unwanted signal. So in this case, your output has changed because of an unwanted signal. That is the problem. Okay. So now I have taken an example of 741 IC for better understanding. You will understand by this example in a better manner. See, the AOL of the 741 IC is 1 lakh. Okay. Plus or minus V saturation, let us consider it is 13.5 volt. Now, what is the gain? What is open loop gain? Always gain will be the output voltage divided by input voltage, right? So if you want to get V input voltage, it will be equal to output voltage divided by gain. Output voltage is nothing but V saturation. V naught is nothing but V saturation. So it becomes V input is equal to V saturation divided by AOL. Now, V saturation is, this is wrong, I have scratched it. Here you can see V saturation is plus or minus 13.5 volt divided by AOL is 1 lakh. So answer is 135 into 10 raised to minus 6 volt plus 135 microvolt minus 135 microvolt. What do you mean by this? Look at this diagram. Look at this diagram. You can see. Okay, there are 2 points marked. One is A, another one is B. A means plus 135 microvolt, B means minus 135 microvolt. So, till A plus 135 microvolt, your output is a straight line. Similarly, till B, your output is a straight line in the negative direction. As soon as your input crosses point A, it becomes plus V saturation. As soon as your input becomes minus 135 volt, that means point B in the negative direction, your output becomes minus V saturation. So in between the range of minus 135 microvolt to plus 135 microvolt, your op amp is behaving as a linear device. Understanding? Your output is varying linearly with your input. Once your op amp input crosses this reference voltage mark plus or minus 135 microvolt, your output is switching from 0 to plus V saturation, in the negative direction from 0 to minus V saturation. Okay, so this another diagram is there. You can see this is the ideal diagram, you can say. This is the practical diagram. This second figure B is practical, figure A is ideal. So here you can see, here if you consider your V input as 0, ideally it is not plus or minus 135 microvolt. Ideally speaking, if your V input is, V reference is 0, that means if your V input crosses this 0, plus V saturation in the positive direction. If your V input crosses 0 in the negative direction, it becomes minus V saturation. Crosses means what? Becoming 0 to 0.1 volt plus V saturation output. From 0 to minus 0.1 volt, it becomes minus V saturation, like that. Okay, fine. Now see, In the example of 741 IC, we have marked 2 points that are A and B, plus or minus 135 microvolt. Now, these points are called as trip points. Trip points. I hope you are getting this. Trip point in simple words you can define as a point at which your output changes from high to low or low to high. Something like trip point is a point. After that, once if your V input crosses that point, your output changes from its previous state to another state. Here I have written it. You can see when V input is greater than trip point, output is high, while when V input is less than trip point, the output is low. So as this changeover occurs at V input is equal to 0, the basic comparator can be used to detect the occurrence of 0 in the input voltage. So imagine your V reference voltage is equal to 0 volt. So that means you have grounded your reference, another terminal of the op amp, into 0. That grounded means 0. So once your input becomes little bit positive, it is getting plus V saturation. Once if your input becoming little bit negative, it is becoming what? Minus V saturation. That means you are able to detect the 0, right? You are able to detect the 0 in your input signal. If your output is changing its state, means it is changing only at 0 because V reference is equal to 0. So you can easily detect the 0 in your input signal. So op amp can be used as a 0 crossing detector by connecting this as a comparator only. By taking this comparator and making the reference voltage 0, you can detect the 0th point in your input signal. But again the problem remains, small noise voltage can also change your state. That means if your input is not 0, if your input is 0, means if it is crossed, your output will change. Your output should change at 0, right? But because of the noise voltage also your output is changing. So this is the problem. So we will see how we can rectify this. So here now, as I told, 0 becomes your trip point. You can and in another example your point A and B has become your trip points. Now you can set your trip point. How can you set? You can set your trip point, means you can decide your trip point, means your output. You can decide instead of 0 at some particular reference voltage your output should change. So in this case here, how can you do this? Just observe this diagram. V input is given to the positive terminal and V reference is given to the negative terminal. Earlier V reference was 0. Now observe, V reference has given with an external supply plus VCC through a voltage divider circuit, or you can say using R1 and R2 resistances. Now what happens because of this? You are giving some reference voltage now. It is not 0 now. So now your V input will compare with reference voltage. If V input is greater than your given reference voltage, then only it goes to plus V saturation. If your V input is less than the reference voltage that you have decided here by using R1 and R2, less than that, then it will become minus V saturation. So the equation of reference voltage by using a voltage division rule is V reference is equal to voltage in the other branch VCC divided by sum of the resistances R1 plus R2 into resistance in the same branch R2. That I have written here. You can see V reference is equal to VCC divided by R1 plus R2. Now observe, in this case, some reference voltage you can generate by deciding R1 and R2 value. So here you can see the transfer characteristic diagram. Here in this diagram, your output is not changing just after 0. Your output is changing after some time, that is V reference, some voltage, that is V reference. When V input is greater than V reference, your output is becoming V saturation. Fine. So this V reference voltage you can decide it by using R1 and R2 resistances. There is one more capacitor used here, bypass capacitor C. You can see this is used to eliminate the noise and ripple voltages present in the VCC. Given VCC, you have given it to R1 and R2, right? Through that you have given it to inverting terminal. So you are avoiding ripples and noise voltage going to inverting terminal by bypassing them through a capacitor. Okay, similarly you can do it in the negative side also. How? Give a minus VEE instead of VCC. So your equation becomes V reference is equal to minus VEE divided by R1 plus R2 into R2. So now what happens? Now look at the transfer characteristic. If your V input is greater than minus V reference, it is in the negative x-axis. So therefore, if V input is greater than minus V reference, it becomes V saturation becomes positive. V output becomes V saturation. If your V input is less than minus V reference, that means more negative than minus V reference, your output is becoming minus V saturation. Okay, I hope this is also clear. Now what we discussed here, coming from a op-amp open loop background, what properties of op-amp in open loop, that is high gain. So you cannot use it into a linear applications. You can use the op-amp in open loop for non-linear applications like comparator, Schmitt trigger, zero crossing detector. Comparator in non-inverting mode you have seen. In inverting mode, comparator means what? Just exchange your inputs, like what you can see here. Earlier V input was given to positive terminal, V reference was given to negative terminal. Now you have given V input to the negative terminal, it has become inverting comparator. So in this case it becomes exactly opposite to the non-inverting comparator. How? Say for example V reference is 0. Okay, what happened in the non-inverting comparator? I am talking about non-inverting. When V input is greater than V reference, that is greater than 0, output is plus V saturation. When V input is less than V reference, output was minus V saturation, right? Now in inverting comparator, what happens? When V input is greater than V reference, instead of plus V saturation, output will be minus V saturation. Similarly, when V input is less than V reference, output will be, instead of minus V saturation, it will be plus V saturation. It will be exactly opposite to the what? Non-inverting comparator. See here I have written it mathematically also here. V input less than V reference, V naught equal to V saturation, nearly equal to VCC. V input greater than V reference, in that case it is minus V saturation, nearly equal to minus VE. Even you can see the waveform diagram. Okay, see, if you apply some reference voltage, otherwise this square wave will be generated from zeros only as earlier waveform. In this waveform, if you consider some value V reference here you can see V reference. Okay, so once your input crosses V reference more than V reference, your output is negative. Your output is negative till your V input is less than V reference. Observe here, V input is less than V reference. In this range your output is positive. Similarly, once your V input becomes greater than V reference, your output again becoming negative. So you can explain it in detail. You can take it as an assignment. So I have already given the hint that op-amp can be, how op-amp will be used as a zero crossing detector. Next topic will be the zero crossing detector only. The meaning of zero crossing detector is simple. You are detecting the zero in your input signal. How you are detecting zero? You are detecting zero by using op-amp as a comparator only. If you keep your V reference voltage is equal to 0, ultimately your output will change when your input crosses 0. So that means once the output changed from previous state means that is the 0. At that point only your output has changed. The trip point is V reference is equal to 0 only. Okay. So we will discuss about this next.